Hey guys, today I'll be doing fan art of A Silent Voice. It's the first anime movie I ever legally watched, and it's fantastic. I mean, the quality, the production, I thought anime TV series were high quality, which they are, but man, the movies, dear lord, they're fantastic. So here I am just trying to figure out a scene, sketching stuff out. I've decided for this sketch that I'm not going to settle whatsoever. No settling. If I don't like something, I'm going to change it, and then that's that. Which is very difficult for me to do because I have the mentality of if it's a digital artwork, it needs to be done one day. This is the last day I can do it. There's no way to do it the next day, which doesn't make any sense. So with this, I gave myself a week. I only needed 2 days. It took 10 hours to do this full piece, which is very long for me for something digital. So yeah, that's what I decided to do. Now I'm just sketching in the basic background because I'm actually going to plan that because again, no settling. You're going to be hearing that word a lot throughout this video. And now we switch to the other camera and I'm just trying to find the character models to capture their image more. So I basically created a mood board and then I used the reference ability in Procreate, which allows you to see, photos that you import and stuff on a separate screen, which is very nice. And there was something bothering me about him. He looked like a cross between the Who's It's people or whatever from the Grinch and the Grinch, like his hair and stuff, and it was just kind of creeping me out. So I tried to fix that. Wasn't going too well. Tried a bunch of things. Tried changing the eyes, tried redoing the hair, stuff like that. Just something was really off about it. I tried resketching the eye from an actual photo and was trying to figure out what I was doing wrong with it, and then I tried resketching the whole face with an actual photo and still couldn't figure out what was wrong. Then I tried just finding a profile shot of him, not working. Okay, now we had to go to tracing. Now hold on! I'm very embarrassed by this, but I couldn't settle on the original sketch and nothing was working. I had to do it, okay? I just had to. I'm so sorry if that freaks anybody out, but it was the only thing I traced this entire art. Would you prefer him or this guy? I mean, I think we made the right choice here, not settling. All right, and then I'm going on to her face, redoing that. The hands, I just basically took my left hand and was like filming was drawing as I was lifting up my left hand, looking how to make this sign language pose, which I will get into later it means I love you, I-L-Y, but we'll get into that later. And then I'm just sketching out the background. I wasn't liking the original and I decided to put them into like a botanical garden kind of scene with people walking around. I thought that'd be nice. Again, not settling. I would have stopped 10 minutes into the sketch. Then I'm trying to figure out a color palette. Ooh, I like that one. That one was nice. Struck a chord with me or something. Liked the pink and green and the shadows, but more on that later. Next, I'm gonna block in skin color, hair color, body, clothes color, just all the colors, and alpha lock them and shade them, but I didn't really like that technique, so I changed it later. I also was blocking in the sky and grass, but again, I didn't really like anything that was happening now, so this all gets pretty much trashed later on down the line. Do some basic shading, try to figure out where the light's coming from. I was thinking top left. And then my camera shuts off. Hear my frustration here. Are you recording? Okay. Going back into shading on the eyes. Still wasn't liking where this was going. Camera went off again. And then I was trying to sketch the hair, and again, it just wasn't looking the way I wanted it to. It's really difficult. Something was wrong. So I decided to take it back into my bed and retrace the rough sketch I had and just clean up everything. Basically do a line work, a kind of rough line work, not completely perfect, but was really happy with the hands. Again, I don't know how I've just been having a streak recently where it's like great hands. Then just retracing a bunch. And then after I got that to where I liked it, I decided to fill the whole character with a solid color, though I wouldn't have to keep switching in between layers, which was my problem. So, and then I alpha locked that and decided to do some basic shading. Figured that the light direction was coming from top left. And yeah, just started putting in a nice rosy saturated color. With a flat brush. I changed brushes actually because it was really bugging me and I like the sharper edge. Ooh, there's a little blush right there, it looks nice. Blocking in the hair color, pretty self-explanatory. Adding some yellow to the skin because it felt a little too pink for me and I really liked it. And her skin was more yellow and I really liked it. Some hair glare, which is always very satisfying, kind of brings the hair to life a bit more. Now moving on to his hair, which is far more detailed and difficult. He doesn't really have so much shading, but it's like weird. I don't know how to explain it, it's just weird hair. Then I was just painting the clothes, and I decided I wanted him to be in a bit more shadow, so with Multiply, I put some purple on his shirt to make it a bit cooler, less pink, and then my camera went off again, so you couldn't see that process. And then I finished with the characters and decided to block in the background, and then my camera went off again. This is fantastic, isn't it? So much fun. And then I decided to use the little leaves on the tree with a selection tool, which was working out really well, and I actually liked the effect. Get a load of this awesome camera shaking action. And then I'm adding some little details to the bushes. I switched to a pen tool for this because I felt like it did the same effect as a selection tool, and just started adding some details. Then I moved to the actual iPad screen, that way you could see all the colors better, and wanted to experiment with some things. I felt like everything was looking just a little too green, so I tried to fix that. And I also adjusted the color balance on them because they were looking a little too cool for the scene, so I was trying to make them feel a bit warmer for the sunny day. The trees were bugging me, I couldn't figure out why, so I took a break, walked my dog, and I was like, what about these trees do I like? And then I realized, trees have branches. So I trashed all that and erased it all, start from beginning there, because we're not settling. So I started sketching in some tree branches, and then added a very flat layer of leaves with the snow gum brush, I think it's called. Again, I'll link all the brushes in the description that I used. And just started putting the flat color and then some highlights, which are really satisfying, and it's already looking so much better. This looks really nice. And I kept doing that throughout all the trees. Added in the branches completely, and everything was just looking a lot better, less muddy like it was looking before. I feel like that was my problem. And then the whole piece felt like it lacked some color, so I put a little cherry blossom there and a little cherry blossom there. Adjusted their color balance to make them look even more part of the scene, just a little bit warmer and more saturated. And so far it's looking really good. I'm liking it a lot so far. And then I started working on the happy little clouds right there. Very nice. Then I started adding some more color throughout the piece, the little flowers right there, little blue ones over there, some way up here, looks very nice. Working on the people, blocking in their colors, wanted to make the scene feel a bit more lifelike, like they're actually at a park in places. And started on the picnic sheet blanket, I guess you call it, looks really nice. Love the little tiny basket. I feel like it just adds that extra detail that's very nice. Toned down his blush a little bit. Signed it, and then I decided to sleep on it to make sure everything was to my liking, because usually I come back and I realize something that I didn't see before. So when I woke up the next morning, I realized something very important. They're doing the sign language sign for ILY in American, but I realized, wait, Japanese sign language is different, isn't it? And it was. So they're saying I love you in American, and that's just okay. We're not settling there, okay? Not redoing that. At least they could have learned American. I mean, there's so many explanations here. But yeah, that pretty much sums it up. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe and comment and like for more videos like this if you guys like them. And yeah, see you guys later. Bye.